r/ask Reddit. Attractive people of Reddit. What are some negative things that come with being attractive? You can't just be friendly and joke with people. They almost always think you're flirting. As an ugly guy, sometimes I'm flirting but they think I'm just being friendly. Sometimes it feels like your value as a person becomes rooted in your appearance, and having a personality and experiencing the spectrum of human emotions shatters whatever image of you someone has created in their mind. As a woman, not being taken seriously, especially in a group of men. Yep, I have a friend who is hair-turning attractive. She went to Stanford, in a STEM field. She had a group project in a class, and couldn't find anyone who would be in a group with her. When she asked someone why they wouldn't let her in, she was told that they thought she was dumb and wouldn't be able to do the work. They'd never worked with her before. They didn't even know her. There is definitely a point of attractiveness as a woman where people assume you're so pretty you cannot possibly be smart too. Aging. Because the perks I enjoyed as an attractive young woman are notably changed as I age. Yeah, it becomes a part of your identity, and when it starts going away feels like you're losing yourself. I'm getting close to acceptance, but that transition is a rough time. Less about perks for me though. It's more about losing that easy confidence that I can dress and do what I want without worrying it looks bad. I don't know how to cope with the extra worry, but I'm working on it. People make assumptions that you're going to be cocky or arrogant and won't approach you. I generally have to initiate conversations. There's also this odd behavior from strangers where it's perfectly okay to criticize my appearance in this passive-aggressive sort of way. I wouldn't describe myself as a supermodel, but I was a bit of an ugly duckling, having been on both sides. What I found surprising, at least as a female, is you are hated by far more people, mostly other girls, when you look good than when you didn't. Before, people were mean, but it was usually more like occasional passive Hillary. Afterward, however, it was active, overt hatred, bullying on a nearly daily basis. Not only did it intensify with the girls that were already mean before, usually popular, but there was suddenly a whole host of ones that were previously friends in the same social class, and also many that previously didn't seem to even know I existed before. Which is odd. Being harassed in public. I'm not super attractive, but after I lost weight and started meeting more conventional beauty standards, the attention I got skyrocketed. I have been followed around the grocery store, groped by strangers while I went about my business, shouted at on the street. It's scary sometimes. Some of my family members were heavier/overweight, and we had a conversation about how after they had significant weight loss, people treated them differently, holding doors for them, being more polite, just generally being nicer and friendlier. I've been very shy and plagued with anxiety for most of my life, and people have actually perceived that as being stuck up and vain. I'm outwardly cold and unexpressive because I'm terrified of people, not because I think I'm better than. And I've also spent much of my life believing I'm ugly and gross. Attractiveness doesn't equal confidence. People keep looking but don't talk. This is so puzzling when you're an ugly duckling and you don't really know yet that you're attractive. People assuming that trying to have a normal friendly conversation is flirting. I literally dress like a slob so I don't get hit on as often or followed in parking lots. I'm not even that attractive. I definitely hear that. A friendly conversation with the other sex is so quickly seen as something more than just that. Being objectified. People will ghost you or become flat out mean after they either get what they want, find out you won't give them what they want. This is not exclusive to sex, but sex is probably the most common. I'd seen this happen at my old job. A guy mentioned that he already had sex with this beautiful girl that is a few years older than me, and I just could always see him being mean and spiteful to her. IDK, why other guys do that? If I had sex with a girl, things would just go back to normal if we weren't dating, but most likely would date. I don't have casual liaisons like my family members do. It'd feel a bit strange to me. Sometimes people automatically think you're a duckboy or a conceited a-hole if you fit the stereotypical appearance of an attractive guy. And insecure men are challenged by you and instantly start treating you with animosity. People assume I'm dumb. That's interesting. I think I read somewhere what attractive kids are likely to get more attention from their teachers and whatnot, so they're actually more likely to perform better. I remember when I lost 100 pounds years back, I noticed tons of people were treating me very different. All the people that would side eye me from across a room wanted to talk and get to know me. It made me kind of bitter because my personality hadn't changed, but they made fun of my personality when I was fat. People get awkward around me sometimes. Strangers feel compelled to talk to me relatively often. It doesn't matter what store I'm in or how I'm dressed. Almost every time I'm in a store, a stranger asks me for help. Mildly attractive but extra helpful looking, I suppose, lol. My best friend is very attractive. People, especially other women, often automatically assume she is arrogant and that she thinks she is better than everyone. I've had several relationships where my partners would lie about how they felt, what they actually wanted, or times that I hurt them because they were more invested in keeping the relationship going than actually enjoying being in a relationship. So they'd say whatever they thought they needed to keep me from wanting to leave. Also, people who feigned wanting to be in a relationship just to sleep with me, even though I'm already down for casual sex. I have a hard time trusting people, even though I'm already down for casual sex. What about ranked competitive sex? People are always brainwashing me into killing various world leaders. But why male models? I'm no model, but I'd say I'm fairly attractive, and the worst part is, 1, being an attractive cosplayer means I get rape threats a lot, but 2, I get flirted with by older men almost every day at work. I work at a supermarket where I guess there's a lot of single old men looking for young PPL. Also, when I was a minor, adults would creep on me. It wasn't fun, just scary. Men seem to get enchanted by me and fall in love at first sight, but after a while, they realize I'm just a regular person with flaws and lose interest because I'm not the perfect sex goddess they thought I was. Also, insecure mean girls hate on me. You end up having sex with a lot more people than intended, and then they leave when they realize you're annoying AF. So people don't love you for you. They love you for what you can do for them. Men love you. Women hate you. PPL will whistle or catcall at you, but not initiate intelligent conversation but then you'll get hit on constantly in certain places by the yucky stuff men, and PPL make certain remarks on first impressions and proceed to think BC you're pretty, you must also be dumb and pliable. I've heard it all. All the crime documentaries I have watched seem to indicate that an attractive woman is at greater risk of a stalker, jilted crush, or ex-partner killing her. Open bracket. I prefer male friends over female friends. They also never only want to be friends, which can ruin the friendship if they get upset with me or if they won't stop trying. Also, I've noticed I get a lot of mean looks from women. Like, WTF lady, I am just smiling at you. No need to be rude. Also, a lot of people assume I am unintelligent and or don't take me seriously. I also get accused of flirting with people's boyfriends a lot, even though I am literally just talking to them. I don't know if I'm wrong about this, but I'm only saying what I've seen. The more attractive women, the really drop dead gorgeous real looking women, just do not get approached. Guys are unwilling to just strike up a conversation with them, and if by chance they do, they fumble over words and act all goofy cause they're nervous as shit. To this day it still blows my mind that one of the most gorgeous women I've ever seen in my life was working at a kiosk in the mall. She was trying to do her job and guys were intimidated by her. When I finally nervously talked to her while seeing something on the kiosk I liked, she was the opposite of what I expected her to be. It's like she didn't even realize how insanely gorgeous she was. I have a hard time making friends with women who deem themselves uglier than me. There's a wall there that I can't get past. But prettier women can be weird around me too. It almost feels like there's an internal narrative between me and them, and they are in some sort of competition with me. It's really isolating. I also get overly cautious around guy friends that have girlfriends. I don't want their girlfriends to feel like they have anything to worry about. Unfortunately, I get along with guys more easily, so I am always afraid I am leading on my guy friends. But I also don't want to make broad assumptions about them. Lastly, at work, or when I am going out, I would love to get dressed up or wear the lind of makeup I see famous people wear. But then I feel like I am some weird show-off who feels like she's above others. In reality, I really like to dress up, but I always end up dressing down or normal so that I don't feel self-conscious the whole time I am out. Insecure but attractive enough to be stared at when just walking through a public place. Constantly eyes on you. Like is there something on me face? Feeling constantly. Creepy dudes at gas stations. And women looking up and down giving dirty looks like it's a competition or something. Leave me alone. Jealous people trying to make other people hate me by spreading lies and guys trying to out-macho me in front of girls. Clown antics. I dated a girl that got insecure and angry when I complimented her sister. Nothing sexual or anything. Her goddamn sister. Good learning experience though. You can be doing your own thing and people can still be offended by you. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.